So what I'm about to do is show you how we assemble our raised garden boxes. So before we begin, understand the wood has already been cut. So you want to make sure, number one, that you have, if you were cutting the wood, you want to have like some sort of like safety goggles. So that's rule number one. Number two, also just want to make sure you have like some sort of like gloves. I always like, because of like the wood, you don't want to get any wood splinters. So I always like to have some type of like gloves and stuff, like just handy whenever I'm handling like wood and things like that. So the first thing you want to do is assemble the 4x4 raised on the sides. So again, with the wood, you want to pay attention to the crown. So you want to make sure that this crown part is going inward to the inside of your raised bed. And then what I do, I always like to space out. So on the ground here, I have my 4" by 4" posts that are like 15 to 16 inches long and things like that. So that's what I assemble and I do first. I also want to make sure that you have handy a drill. Again, you just want to make sure that it's flush with the edges on the board. Same, I like to do like 2 per. Just with your drill, make sure everything is flush. And once you kind of get this like done, it's gonna be like the bottom like this, and then you're just gonna put the other one directly on top of it. So again, you wanna make sure you pay attention to the crown. Again, you just want to make sure that the top part is also flush as well as you're screwing it down. So you end up with something that's just like this. And so that's one side of your box, completed and done. And then you do the same thing for the other side as well. And I'm gonna pause it, allow for you to see that, and then we're gonna show you how we connect the long sides to the bed. All right, so we went ahead and did the 2 sides. So those are already assembled and stuff together. And like I said during the workshop, what I like to do is once I have those 2 sides set up and my ground is level, I like to just go like the 4-foot side with the 4x4, just kind of put it upright. And then I just run, this is my 8-foot board, and I just run it across the top. Because again, it just makes it easier for me. I don't have to bend down as much. And then I just go follow the same pattern. But what I like to do on this one I like to screw in about 3 screws on the side, on the long side, like 2 that go right into the 4" by 4" board. And then I like to do 1 that kind of connects this side to this. So I'm basically connecting my 4-foot side to my 8-foot, and I just take like 1 screw that kind of connects these 2 together. All right. And again, for the screws, I like to use 3". And then I do the same thing on the opposite side as well. And again, I'm explaining this to you guys like step by step, so you just can imagine if you're at home, you have to do the same sort of project, it wouldn't take you quite as long. So like I tell most people, got your wood cut, already pre-treated, already cut to the measurements that you want. You can have this garden box assembled and placed in your backyard in about 20 minutes or less, depending on how quickly you like to run. So then the next thing I like to do, once I get this one assembled, same sort of pattern, I'll bring on another 8-foot board. Make sure, again, I'm looking at the crown. So on this one, I'm gonna have to flip it over, but you wanna just pay attention to the crown. So you want the crown to go to the inside of your bed. Again, you want it to be flush on both sides. So again, you want your 2 screws to kind of connect it to the 4". Again, I love these self-tapping deck screws. Again, this isn't nothing like too fancy, just screwing together some pieces of wood. So once you assemble the 8-foot long side, just lay it down flat in the location where your garden will be at. And I like to say, voila, you have yourselves a 4x8 raised garden box. And like I said, if you do things, have all the wood pre-cut, have all your tools and screws and stuff handy, assembling time might be about 10 to 15 minutes, and it might be 20 if you like myself, just kind of giving instructions. But once you get the system and stuff down, all thing you need to do now is add the soil and you're ready to go. All right, so if you follow these steps, step by step, only thing you have to do is add your soil. So oftentimes we'll explain to people to begin growing food, and then it's less than about 15 to like 30 minutes. And then the only thing I have to do is add the soil, add your plants, you know how to water, and you be able to grow food in your backyard, your community, wherever you might be at, that to help out your friends, your family, and your loved one. So again, this is our Farmer Fredo, Flint River Fresh. I'm checking in, checking out, and growing food is what I'm about. Peace.